if you are not able to manage the manpower, it's going to go over the top. So when there is a franchising, especially of this kind of food item, manpower is something which is very critical. So we assure that we are going to give you manpower for first 6 months, and that's something which is something which most of the franchisers don't do. But we want to give that ease to our franchisees, and we do that. We help our franchisees if they need excess manpower as well. Currently there is this a lot of marriages happening, so a lot of catering orders. So we need more manpower to be deployed at those catering orders. So this ad hoc requirement is something which we take on our heads. Not everybody does that. And please go out and ask to anybody, anywhere in this business, they will not take it as their responsibility. We take this as our responsibility, and this is something which people have actually started seeing as differentiating factor. So staff and human resource, food and beverages, we need to be innovative. We are innovative, but how do you ensure that Ahmedabad dosa or Vastrapur dosa is tasting same in Baroda and in Rajkot? Because dosa is something which can't be made like a sandwich again. तो उसमें 19-20 का फर्क शायद हो जाएगा. So in order to reduce that 19-20 also and make it 19.5-20, we've developed a few recipes on our own. So that we provide to our franchisees, so that there is that raw material is sent to them, so that there is this consistency in taste. Banquets and outdoor catering, Baroda broke even in 6 months because they focused on their catering business in the first 6 months heavily, and that is something which turned things for them. So we helped them get catering orders. That's what we do to all our franchisees. So this is something which is very much part of your business. If you get into this business, and I'm sure there would be other things like this in other businesses as well. So if you are able to give that support system to your franchisees, it helps. Branding and promotions, we are cheap. We are a cheap company. We don't have money. We didn't have money. We still don't have money. Or rather, we don't want to spend heavy money on hoardings, on a lot of other things. So what do? We brand ourselves online as much as we can. So Burp and Zomato works as our best thing. We keep ourselves engaged with our customers on our Facebook thing. There are shows which we run on radio, FM and all. So these are a few things which are not very expensive, which are very cost effective, but we run them primarily because we do not want to spend heavy, both for our sake and for our franchisees' sake as well. So we did that with Baroda franchisee, we did that with Rajkot franchisee, we did that with Surat franchisee, we did that for our Ahmedabad outlet as well, both for Maninagar and the Vastrapur one. So that's something which we do. We try and search for cost-effective measures. Okay, this is something which, to find right partner, everybody would want to get into business. But if you are not able to give time to this business, thinking कि मैंने पैसे लगा दिए, मेरे चाचा का लड़का है वो बैठ जाएगा वहाँ पे, मेरा भाई है वो बैठ जाएगा वहाँ पे, it will not happen. So you need to be passionate about food as well. Sir, हम डेजर्ट डोसा क्यों देते हैं? हम ऑथेंटिक साउथ इंडियन क्यों नहीं देते? देना चाहिए, कस्टमर्स मांगते हैं. While we understand, but our strategy is primarily, our vision is to get into that segment of fusion food, and that to fusion South Indian food. So while we may think of getting into authentic, but we do not want our partners to get disappointed because we are not bringing those in the menu. So finding the right partner, and plus the person really need to be there to understand what's happening in terms of the administrative side of the business. Right place. Maninagar outlet, another bigger issue was we didn't have a parking place. So if you have 20-30 families coming and eating on a Saturday evening or a Sunday evening, you need to have a parking place for them. Finding a right place is something which is very difficult. But it's not just about parking issue, it's about cost as well. So I've written with respect to target segment, cost, revenues, etc. If you are going to serve a dosa item, and that to the kind of dosas that we serve in a place which is 100% filled with offices and all, commercial area as we call it, you might be in for a trouble, because dosa is something which not too many people like to go and eat during the afternoons. That's something which people like to eat in the evenings. So you need to have that kind of thinking. So right place is another challenge, and that too at a good cost. Know-how of legal official requirements at different locations. Rajkot, when we were to start, there is a particular thing which we need to do about the registration of the shop and all. Shop establishment का एक अलग process है वहाँ पे in Rajkot. So we didn't know that. So you need to know. So you don't want to feel let down by your franchisee when you go there and when you don't know what is happening. So he will come back and say, boss, आपको नहीं पता. You thought of getting started with your outlet here, but you didn't know this. Plus another problem could be that your franchisee might face the backlash. If you have not done it right, and suddenly they might have to end up paying money to some authority or the other because you didn't tell them that this is what is required. Manpower management, again, as I said, it's something which is really, really critical for this business. Someone who's looking at getting into this business needs to be engaged daily in and out. So these are a few challenges which a person would face, or rather a franchisor would face in franchising when you're looking at something of this sort. This is what I had in mind. This is what we have done so far. We are a small, I felt like Minnow when I heard Hiten Bhai and Ismat Ben largely doing big stuff, big thing, to hear TDW coming to this stage in a short span of 12 years by doing everything right is something which is commendable. Hiren Bhai just mentioned that there is a scope of getting into starting up a outlet or in these rural areas. We are working on something of this sort, Hiren Bhai. We can discuss this offline. There's huge prospect of taking this project there. So there is something which also mentioned CSR in Keshav's mail. That is going to be our way of saying that this is the CSR that we are doing. That's an activity which we would want to get into, creating opportunities, entrepreneurs in rural areas by making use of our food item as well. And this is something which we have food items which cater to that area, and that is and also at the cost of which they can afford to. So the idea is there, and that's what we are doing. We are continuously building new ways of doing business. Just to share very quickly, what we claim is we serve dosas from starter to dessert. So there are these starter items which works like crunchy stuff. You just eat it and you keep eating it, and you'll not even come to know, and you've eaten dosas worth 100 rupees. But you'll not come to know कि भैया हमने खा लिया, something like that. So बैठे बैठे खा लेते हैं, something of that sort. So those are the kind of products which can be put there and looked at for that kind of a thing. So this is what I had to share. Guys, come over if you people have not eaten So South food. You'd love it. Don't miss out on dessert dosa. Sorry, I'm sounding like a sales guy now, but I can't help it. Like us on Facebook, So South Cafe, as and when you come. If there are any questions, I'd love to answer. Thank you. Thanks, Kishan.
Thank you, sir. Now, if the students have any questions, they can please ask.
But Ketan, when he said that we are large, I would say that when they started, he said the youngest of all. So he's got still 20 years to be where we are. So he's going to be certainly very, very well. So all the very best, Ketan.
Thank you, sir. It's just that he has missed out on seeing my date of birth. We are young in terms of our startup.
No, but 15 years of job and 3 years of business, so 17 years, 20 years. It's still much younger. Ma'am?
Ma'am, as you mentioned that if wood is used in the in judiciously way, it can lead to a better scenario. So how do you do so? Like how do you use wood in a better way? Like there is no deforestation in.
Okay. What I meant by that was that, when you're designing something, there are several decisions you make. To give you a very sort of crude example, you may have seen tables that are literally just half the trunk of the tree. They look very attractive, certainly. You see that nice rough wood, and it's a whole trunk which is put just on maybe some steel supports or something like that. That's very attractive, but actually you could produce many pieces of furniture with that much wood. So if I was to design similarly a coffee table, I would think twice before using just that trunk of a tree. That's what I meant.
One more question. For Sir Ketan sir. Sir, how do you ensure that your products are not replicated by your competitors or like other restaurants?
I can't. Very difficult. I mean, how can I stop somebody from making a dosa? I can't stop you from making one if you know how to. I really don't know, but if you know, I can't. It's very difficult. But what I can ensure is that the taste that So South Vastrapur gives. And see, end of the day, restaurant is about taste and about the feel. So I was just, before getting into this session, I was talking to ma'am and Trivedi ma'am, and she said that, yeah, she's been to Vastrapur outlet, and if not that you've rated, but if I were to say, if she was to rate, she would probably give us 5 or 6 in terms of her rating out of 10. So not out of 6 or out of 5, but out of 10. But that's about the taste of food you would love. It's about the overall feel, look and feel. I can't really stop anybody. But what I can do is I can ensure that what taste I give here is replicated at all the other places. Plus, unfortunately, we do not have patent thing happening in India very strongly. So I can't patent something like desert dosa. I would love to, because nobody currently gives that. We've even introduced something called taco desert now. So nobody gives that, but I can't really stop myself or stop others from doing this. I can't. Just to summarize, when we get out of this place, there's a small rickshawala, half-cut rickshaw guy selling similar stuff. And there's another one such opposite IIM. Both these guys were my chefs, second-rate chefs in my place. They've started this stuff on their own now. So I can't stop this happening. However, what I can do is, by the time he comes with 100 varieties, I have to bring 150. And that's what we are good at. We started with dip dosas. There's this guy opposite IIM who's selling dip dosas. Now he is selling dips which are available out there in the market, which is Szechuan sauce and salsa dip and cheese dip. These are the 3 dips that he serves, because that's what's available. We serve 15 other varieties of dips. Why? Because the flavors that we have, the other 12 flavors that we have, are made by us. They are all proprietary. So that chataka pataka dip he will not be able to ever serve, because that's proprietary. So that's how we try and keep ourselves ahead of competition. Otherwise, I can't stop anybody from replicating.
Ketan sir. Sir, I used to visit your outlet in SG Road when it started. So I kind of observed that your journey. So I just have one question: that what made you move so quickly and establishing the model of So South? Because there are many more roadside these lari wala and all. They don't move so quickly in terms of the business model, that the way you structure your business. So what made you move so fast?
Uchapat. I think a couple of things. One is, of course, we had this vision from beginning that we would want to create a brand, frankly. I didn't touch upon this aspect, but all three of us, we wanted to create a brand, and we are still pushing really hard to create a brand. How do you create a brand? Either you establish outlets on your own, or you franchise it. Now, establishing outlets on our own was a little difficult because we didn't have that kind of money, and we had to wait for 20 years to have that kind of thing, which we didn't want to. So the best way to do is to work backwards, go and check out how you can franchise, ensure that everything is put in right when you're franchising it, and then take it forward. Second, you've been to our SG Highway outlet, right? Have you recently seen that place? Recently, very recently, I'm saying. Hamna kyare recent past ma. That place is broken into pieces because they've broadened the road. So we were actually pushed out by the government saying that, boss, get out of this place. You can't run this business over here. So while we were doing that, we realized, boss, what is the point of having outlets in this manner? This is again, I'm not demeaning anyone here, but there's a brand called Southland, which serves South Indian food. Southland is known for having vans. There's one you guys will immediately be able to relate to. There's one opposite Mansi Tower, exactly opposite to the HP petrol pump, the red vans. When we went and we interacted with that guy, he said, boss, इसमें होता ये है कि अगर चीफ मिनिस्टर यहाँ से जाएगा ना, तो तुम्हारा पूरा दिन ये बंद हो जाएगा. अगर पीएम यहाँ पे विजिट करेगा, तो तुम्हारा पूरा दिन 2 दिन बंद हो जाएगा ये धंधा. हाँ, पूरा हफ्ता sometimes. So he said, you don't want that kind of thing happening to your business. So he is also actually getting out of that model. Southland guy also is actually getting out of the models. He said it's not really worth it that much. So when we heard these things, we realized that, boss, brick and mortar is a good model to be. So that's the reason we kind of thought of getting into franchising.
My question is to ma'am. Does customization makes hard to manage human resources? And if it, then what are the ways to tackle it?
No, hard to manage human resources in what sense? What do you mean?
The workers may not be easily catch up the designs because the design we do in prototype and e-designing and to make it real.
Yeah, so to sort of explain a little bit in detail, what we do is we have very detailed drawings of every design. The customization is not left to the craftsperson or to the carpenter. Everything is detailed in the studio, and then he is given a drawing which he just has to follow. So in some sense, I mean, you might say that it sort of limits his freedom to interpret or anything like that, but that is the purpose. We want it very, very standardized. Like Ketan Bhai was saying, you want your product to remain consistent, and therefore say if a customer comes in and says, okay, I want this same design, your standard dimension is 6 feet, I want it in 6.5 feet, and if we say yes, we'll do it, there is a customization charge, and the reason for that customization charge is not just that this much more wood will get used, but all the design effort that goes into it. There's a lot of back-end work that you have to do before that drawing can go onto the shop floor. So no manpower problems, but there is an added cost. Yes.
And ma'am, my second question is, ma'am, what is basic difference between interior and creating that is user friendly for the customers?
Interior design?
And creating something that is user friendly to the customers.
No, it should be both. Interior design should definitely be user friendly. There's no question about that. But interior design involves everything. It would involve, say, flooring, lighting, air conditioning, all those services, meaning designing all of that and detailing all of that. So when I said we don't do interiors, this is what I meant, that we don't offer that whole service, but we do furniture only.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello sir, my question is to Vasan sir. Sir, first of all, you have got a very impressive model of working. I'd like to ask that when it comes to working in smaller markets, it is very important to gain the trust of the people of the areas in which you are working. So how did you manage to get the trust of those people?
The whole idea of education came with the reason that how can we earn the trust of the farmers? Because if you see, the farming has been happening for all these years, and there are people like Reliance, I said, Reliance is into retailing, and they have gone to the villages. Seva, one of the best organizations, they have gone to the villages. N number of people, their government has worked in the villages, but somehow they have not been able to get the trust of the farmers. Somewhere they are not very comfortable and they don't give the vegetables to them. They would like to go to the APMCs to get the best of the rates. We worked out a model of schools, which means that we are there to stay. When we have an establishment in a village, we have children studying with us, we have got mothers studying with us, we have got people training the farmers, we have got youth being, learning skill development. So, and we have got some estate there, though rented premises, but yes, which would make people trust us much more because we are there to stay. And that's why we went to the route of education, schools where we can do, and that is a real development that we want to do for the villages, because they have nothing. They honestly have nothing, and anything like one dosa or one small theatre or